In preparation for Halloween, I am going to show you how I make tombstones. I love to make tombstones. It is easy. It is something you can do and get creative with it. They can be scary or they can be highly positive. And the message on your tombstone is how you want to celebrate Halloween. I'm going to give you some ideas and I hope you like it. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to share it. Hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. And like it. You can find creative ways to be positive on the scariest day of the year. This here is called Artec insulation. And I am going to get 4 tombstones out of this. And you know how I always love to recycle things. This is insulated tubing. You're also going to need some gray spray paint, and you're also going to need some stone spray paint. These are the keys to the final finesse. So I also recommend 1 tube of caulking. You've got the writing on this side, and then on this side, it is a reflective barrier. I leave this side. This is not the side I'm going to use because it's going to save me some paint. So I'm going to use this side. Now once they're all cut, I will spray paint them and use some stone spray paint as well to give it that really cool effect. All 4 of our pieces ready to be shaped into tombstones. Here comes Frank. Let me see if I can scare him. Honey! Come here, I want to show you what I'm doing. Hi, honey. Ah! You gonna stab me?
I didn't know it was you, honey. Daddy was scary lady.
Wow. I'm Bride of Frank and Stein. You like it? We're making tombstones today.
Yeah, looks good.
You want to help?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Beard 30.
I highly suggest that you don't go with anything smaller than the 1.5 inches on the Artec because it is too thin. The wind will start moving it. You never know how windy it's going to be on Halloween night. So you're going to have to work with it a little bit. Take it, you got to spread it out. And that's where the power grab comes into play. Why I love Power Grab? Power Grab's awesome because it dries really fast. It holds right away.
Yeah.
You can just use the all-purpose. All-purpose is fine. Oh, you've got this good and adhered. You want to make sure that that dries nice and even. See that? That's the start of it. Once it dries, then I'm going to round it. And you don't have to use this. It just adds a nice little bit of substance to it. There. Good. You don't need a ton of it, but you also don't want it to come off. You can use liquid nails if you have it, but this is just what I prefer to use. Way easier to work with. Look at that. I'm going to offset it. Okay. Kind of pull from the inside out like that. Okay? Now with this here, you will have to be extra careful in storing and then also handling because you don't want this to get thrown off. Stay tuned because we are going to have a whole lot of fun finishing these. Alrighty guys, one thing I wanted to mention real quick is when it comes to spray paint cans, oftentimes people think, oh my gosh, they're the devil. But you know what the beauty of spray paint is that these cans are recyclable. I would double check with your area to see if your curbside pickup will accept these. Mine does, and so it's great. I just have to make sure all the paint is out. It's an empty can that I'm putting in there. If say you have a can of spray paint that the nozzle doesn't work, it's full and you don't know what to do with it, you don't want to just throw it into a landfill. What you want to do is go online, check with your local curb pickup, and if they don't pick it up, they should have resources that'll point you in the right direction where you can recycle these. Alrighty guys, here they are without the stone spray, but they are all ready to be written on. And then here, I just wanted you to see the edge, how cool it looks. It looks like stone when you leave that rough edge and you paint it with the spray paint. It etches the styrofoam when the spray paint hits it. And so this is going to be a sign. You can either write cemetery or enchanted garden, whatever, wherever you're going to use it, or haunted house, beware. You name it. We're gonna just mark some lines really light. When you get it where you want it, we're gonna use a chalk line. Just gonna lightly mark it to keep the words that we want straight, and then the chalk will wipe right off. Alright, now here you see, so I've come along here and I've marked it with Sharpie. I have one of my little pumpkin carving tools. I just go, see. There you go. It cuts really nicely. Could use an X-Acto. Alrighty, so here you can see the top. I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like. Once you've engraved it, then you spray with black spray paint. And we'll let that set up and show you how I do the gray. So now we're going to do a nice light coat of the stone spray. Alrighty, here lies Goliath, the Philistine giant, taken down by David, a shepherd boy, with a sling and a stone. 1 Samuel 17:50. Goliath's pretty darn scary. He was like a 9-foot giant. And so I have his skull there because after David took him down with a sling and a stone, he chopped his head off. And let's see here, we have a little tiny tombstone. It says fear on it. And if you fear, Psalm 27:1 talks about not fearing. Alrighty guys, here you see the cross engraved at the top. I also have the heart that I made with the air dry clay. This is a handwritten stone in honor of my grandmother. She was always very loving, and love one another as I have loved you is on her tombstone. This one says, here lies Scotty Fife for fooling around with the marshal's wife. Proverbs 6:34, which talks about a jealous husband will not spare when he takes revenge. That about sums it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed making tombstones with me. Please be sure to share it if this helped you and you know someone else who would love it. Subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like it, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode of Organically Ann. Blessings to you. Have a happy and safe and enchanted Halloween.